All right. Let's see. What do we got going on here? All right. Got to get that volume down. Let's see. What do we got going on? Do 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 do. Bam bam. Let's get the link. I know I got all this stuff I gotta do. I know. Let's see. We got all this stuff I gotta do. I know. Copy that. Do this. Do that. It's just always something. I tell you, it's always something. Open up the chat. Bring this over here. Ba, 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 ba. We gotta do this one first. Ba, 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 ba. Up there. Man, my kid is just irate tonight. This, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Back over here. Run this. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. The back end stuff, you know, I bet you there's probably an easier way for me to do this, but we'll see. We will see. Send that person a link. Send that person a link. Send this person a link. Oh, that one didn't go right. Okay, so we got to do this. I'll even send that person a link. And I think we are almost ready here. Let's see. Run this one over this way a little more. Run those down. All right. I think we got people on here, so let's take a look. All right. Yeah, we got Jen. We got Chief. We have sup Buttercup. Oh, good job, Chief. Thanks. Yeah, real nice, pal. Sure. I don't like the look on this stuff over here. I am at home. I don't know why this is kind of foggy looking. Doesn't seem like it's focusing very well, but we are going to stop that. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of stuff. I did send a bunch of people to the panel. So let's see. I don't really see anybody in here though. We'll find out. Oh, that's why. Yeah, would help. Something happened. I'm thinking I like this Zoom because I don't really have to well, Fallen seemed to do something I didn't even know I can do. If you wanted to donate to the channel, that's kind of cool. I never realized that. Well, thank you, Fallen, for putting that in there. I appreciate it. Hopefully the sound is good. You know what I figured out the other day is I couldn't quite get the live stream going, and I thought it was because I was using the new computer. But it actually wasn't. It was the fact that you don't like my 1970s bar with all my liquor? Yeah, you know, I did it the other day. I had it with Jesse behind me. So we'll kind of let that ride for a minute. It kind of made my head look kind of weird, but I don't really have like anything going on back there. It might be because I'm closer to the camera than I really want to be. I was really trying to back it up as far as possible. So at least now anybody who hasn't seen Jessie knows what Jessie looks like when she's looking all nice and clean and everything. Let's see. I'm just going to shrink that down. I want to just see the chat for the YouTube channel. And it's proving to be, I don't want top chat. I'd like live chat. There we go. I had the link there for me to grab. Oh, well, you'll have to message me or something to let me know if somebody decides to donate to the Streamlabs, how it works for that. I'm not quite sure. Because I have like all these different things kind of popped up here. I don't know why my kid is screaming. Oh, somebody popped in. Huh. Chantel!
Hello.
See, Chief says I took off my training wheels. That's not even nice. You know, Chief, sometimes I don't know about you, man. I just don't know. I wonder if I should let Chantel know the surprise. Or I should just keep her in limbo.
Ooh.
I'm going to keep you in limbo. Because Chief's making me want to drink, and I can't have my Guinness right now because I don't have a thingy.
Where is everybody?
I don't know. I sent out the links.
The hell, people.
See that? So being Irish is good for
Oh.
Get the spray bottle. Get the stick.
For that cat. Oh my God.
Your cat's like
Yeah, he just wants to play, but my older cats are just not wanting anything to do with it. And that's how they tell him.
kind of like when my cat tries to play with my dog, and the cat will sit there and just look at him, or he'll look at her.
Mhm.
And my dog is still kind of like younger. So the dog's like, and the cat's like, no. The dog's like, come on. And the cat's like, no.
No.
And the dog will get a little closer.
Come on.
You hear the cat go,
Yeah.
I'm like, Penny, you're going to get your butt whooped again.
Yeah.
Usually it's a wham, and the cat will run and come down here in the cellar. Hey, Anna Mendez. Hey, Jen wants to know how mom's doing, Chantel.
She's doing good. We stopped smoking. Day 2, but it's hard. But
You know, it's funny. You can't even see my vape when I have the virtual background.
Yeah, I see that.
Saw that?
I don't see that. So
I look like Two-Face when it happens.
Today I felt like wringing somebody's neck, but that's okay.
Well, wringing people's neck is not always the best idea, but
No.
just remember, it's literally like 2 weeks and then
Yeah.
you're good. You
Yeah.
ain't got to worry about the smoking no more. And you'll
Yeah.
like it better that way too.
Yeah. I really want to do it for my mom because her chest, like it's hurting her, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's harder for her to breathe.
Julie
So
was
I'm
in
like,
here. I sent her the link, but she didn't pop up yet. Maybe she's trying to figure it out.
probably. She's been arguing with her husband today.
I know. I got a message from her. Julie, if
Oh.
you're still here, you could do it. We have the utmost faith in you. I can't wait. I'll have my conversion cable in a few days so I can actually use my mic.
Ah.
It converts it from a headphone jack to a microphone jack.
Oh, that's cool.
But I don't think the mic sounds that bad on there.
No, it's not that bad.
I mean, it is a pretty
Can hear you pretty
lower
clear.
area. I mean, when we first got the house, we did all the insulation. So everything in the ceiling down here is all that blown in insulation stuff.
Oh, okay.
All the walls are blown in insulation. So it's well insulated. But it was a little chilly down here. I'm not sure why.
Hmm.
Yeah, Jen, I don't know if Julie's still here. She was. She said hi
She's
to
trying.
all.
She's trying to sign in
Ah, okay, cool. Cool.
on the Hangout. She's like, I'm trying. I'm here. I'm trying.
Well, I sent it over to Anna because she said she might come up. We'll see. I sent one over to Chief, but he might still be on his deathbed. So we will see. Anybody got good plans for New Year's?
Nope.
I mean, no. You gotta do something.
I don't know what to do. Okay, that's awkward.
Can't go wrong with some Crown.
Yeah. Hey, Fallen. What?
See, here's what I don't understand. I was not in.
Huh?
You didn't even defend your poor cat.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. He's fine.
You should have seen him.
I know. I saw him.
There's like random pencil erasers and stuff in this box. I don't know how they got in there. I don't know. I know this was the half that I finished before I passed out on my 40th birthday. After the bottle of Sailor Jerry went down so nicely. And yeah. I woke up with my my beautiful oldest daughter drawing male anatomy parts on my forehead.
Awesome.
Oh, somebody's in. Fallen's in. Ah, Fallen and Chief. Fallen and Chief. Look at that.
Hey, guys.
You know what's cool is that hey, what's up, Matt? The
Zip.
Babe.
on Zoom, you don't got to worry about how many people come up.
That's what she
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, hon.
Oh, and them eyes on that picture behind me is freaky.
Yeah, that picture I took around Halloween, I done it with Snapchat. And at the moment I was mad. And so when I done it, it had little devil horns on the very top. And for some reason the picture gets cut off. But I was like, yeah. And everybody's like, that's a good picture of you. I'm like, okay.
I was pissed off.
Yeah.
She's making me drink tonight.
Best pictures when you're angry.
Don't try to blame me for your problems, Scott.
I don't have a problem. I have a drink.
Well, I'm gonna drink on New Year's myself.
So you know that the Cleveland Clinic, the Mayo Clinic, I'm trying to remember right because my cousin has one of the worst cases of Crohn's disease on record. He's got like that much left of his colon, and that's it. Everything else is gone.
Oh no.
But they say a good dark beer once a night, which obviously I can't when I'm working, actually mellows out your digestive system. Because the probiotics and the yeast and all that stuff in there. So
Makes sense.
yeah. So that's cool. What are you doing for New Year's, Fallen? You gonna do a New Year's live special?
I think what I'm gonna do is New Year's Eve. I'm gonna talk about things that I am going to like. I'll talk about the things that happened in 2019 for me,
Yeah.
and then I'll talk about like my resolutions and goals, and maybe what I foresee in 2020.
That sounds
I'm
cool.
not really gonna like. Last night I went on an 8-hour live stream. On my own live stream that broke a record. I'm like, I don't think I could do this again this week.
Is
So,
Ghost Dog gonna dress up in a dress again? Because I missed that one. I'll have to go back and catch the
I'll-
recap of that one.
I would hope so. He might.
You know what's
He certainly
awesome that I
might.
found about Zoom that I like is I don't have to wear headphones.
Yeah,
You don't echo.
yeah.
Yeah, it has the echo cancellation in it, which is kind of cool.
And it's more clear picture.
Yes.
I mean, I'm working off my house Wi-Fi now, so it's good. I have business class Wi-Fi, so I have like terabyte speeds or gigabyte speeds.
Well,
So it's good. I mean, I pay for it, but
Yeah.
I write it off.
Definitely get what you pay for.
I had to represent my Red Sox tonight. A little chilly down here in the man cave, so probably not as cold as up there in Canada though.
Uh-huh. Actually, it's around here. It's been really nice, but it's really hitting hard at nighttime though.
Yeah. So my new thing is the Osmo Pocket. That's my next one. Did you see that one?
Oh. Oh yes.
The little mini one with the camera and the gimbal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they make a cell phone mount for it, where your phone would sit like this. And it's got a metal spring, and then it comes over the side, and the Osmo slides into it. And where the plug flips out, you can plug it right into your phone,
Oh, cool.
and then it's got a handle. So when you're holding it, where your phone is, it has the gimbal right next to it. So you can do all your stuff with it.
Oh, that's real cool.
But it's the thing is, I don't know if I want to get a new drone first or if I want to get the Osmo Pocket.
Mm.
I think you should pick your drone or get a new one.
I mean, I could always sell a few guns and buy them both.
Sure.
Two.
I'll give you $30 for the shotgun.
Yeah, the other night, we were
It's like,
doing,
yeah, right.
I couldn't get on live because what I was doing is when it was asking me which Google account, I was using my work email, which does bring me to the Jesse page, but I was clicking the work email YouTube and it was like, no, we don't recognize that as a user yet.
Mm.
And I was like, ugh. So we just kind of,
oh no.
Chantel and Chief just came on and we just chatted on Zoom for a few minutes and I was showing them some of my collection.
He was just pulling guns out left and right, like he was like a 10-year-old.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
Carol.
pretty sweet though.
Carol.
Hi.
It's Carol. Mrs.
Hey,
Starbucks.
What?
Mrs. Starbucks.
I love it.
Carol's been doing a lot of live feeds lately, I've seen.
I have.
Yeah, you've been all over YouTube. You're like a semi-celebrity now.
I've only had one live stream, like a long time ago. Oh.
Matt says, don't sell my guns, the commies are coming. Ain't that the truth?
Hey, Anna.
You see in Texas, they tried to shoot up a church. That didn't end very well for them.
What?
I saw On Duty Ron or something, but I missed most of it. Hey, Jen.
Well, he was in a perfect place to go meet his maker.
Yeah,
Mm.
'Cause that's exactly what happened.
I have to be in my daughter's room or I have no Wi-Fi.
Why?
Oh no.
Because if I'm in my room, it's like the dead zone. So Libby's at her boyfriend, so. Take it
Yeah, I
easy.
guess.
Hey, am I echoing?
No.
Not really.
I don't really
That's what we
hear
were just
anything.
saying, how the Zoom really has the echo cancellation on it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, that's why I'm not using headphones right now.
But sometimes Carol goes a little out when her echo goes.
That's when her alternate personality comes
Yeah, true.
in.
Yeah.
It's the double ganger.
No, no. I think I have one, actually.
I know I do.
She cusses a lot. I don't, but the other one does.
Anna cusses a lot too.
Anna,
Anna does swear a lot.
she's too sweet.
I
She-
do when I get really angry about something. Usually it's justified anger, but I needed to be careful where I'm at when I start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the
Yeah.
same. Especially now that I've stopped smoking, everything is irritating me. So like just like little things, like if my mom's rummaging through a drawer, I'm like, God, you know?
Anna says she can't
That's
help.
where I turn on the music up. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jen, if you do you want to come up, we can send a link over to you. She was just saying how no one was live today.
yeah.
I was thinking about going late night live since Libby's not going to be home.
Mm,
So I'll be lonely without her.
Lonely. Oh,
I know my plan, Matt. I didn't make it to church today. My wife wasn't feeling good, so I had to bring her down to the walk-in.
oh, is she
She's been
okay?
like dizzy for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. And I'm like, you need to go get checked out. And she's like,
Me
no,
too.
I don't trust
Just-
doctors.
Does her legs feel really weak when she walks upstairs or walks like she's ran 10 miles?
He said send it to Eddie. Scott the link.
Because that's what I've been doing. I've been dizzy and my legs just feel like they're really weak, like I just ran. I don't know. It's
Well,
weird.
what happened is they said that she ended up having some fluid in her ears.
Oh,
She could have a little
I
vertigo.
can definitely do it.
I have vertigo. That's not fun.
Let me
No,
see
it's
if I have
not.
Eddie real quick on
yeah. Julie's having problems with Zoom. She's kind of frustrated.
I
She's
did.
like, "Bah!"
I don't know if I like it
Yeah.
just because, I mean, I do like it, but it is, you have to, it's something that change. You have to get used
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
I will.
I
Was
don't
I?
see Eddie in my Twitter feed.
I'm going to share this out.
Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see Eddie in my Twitter feed.
Are you
Um,
following?
I think I'm following him.
If you would like me to, I can actually send it to her if that's okay.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to
go
make
ahead.
sure it's okay with the host.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I think
Yeah,
she
that's
always
cool.
gets them from Eddie's email or
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm pretty
because they're
sure.
on a computer and the computer's tied to his stuff. Therefore, everything kind of has to go through his.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I follow him on Twitter. It's just, you know what it is when I go from like, even with Pro Director, when I do the video stuff with, I was doing it so good and I got really good at like banging them out real quick on the phone. And now I have the Pro Director 17 on this new computer because it came with it. And now I'm like, oh, there's so much more I can do. Now I have to go back and remember all this crap.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cool because it's an expensive program. I got it for free.
So on my last live stream, I left and didn't close it out.
It was fun.
So,
It was fun.
Ghost Dogs, he kept trying to call me. I think he tried twice, but yeah, I had to go back in and everybody was just still up there in the live stream.
Yeah, me and Colleen and Ghost Dog were still on, and she left her live stream.
I did.
So we went on and stayed on there for about 5 minutes after she left.
God knows doing what. No,
I told Ghost Dog not to phone him for like an hour.
you should have.
Canadian probably would fall asleep.
Yeah. Sleeping Beauty over here.
That's why
I
it's
don't
always
know.
good to have always good to have a co-host on your panels.
Yeah.
That's true.
I had that flub up. Something happened to my Zoom and it completely shut out on me. If I didn't have Ghost Dog as the co-host, I don't know what would have happened because like it didn't. What was weird is it shut me out and then I tried to get back in and wouldn't let me back in.
I remember
So I had to go
that.
find a link and then I had to go back on there and I'm sitting there looking to make sure the thing was live still and whatever. And I was like, I don't know what just happened. So
Carol
Nice.
Anna's getting on you.
What?
Anna's hitting on you. Said that color looks really good on you.
Coral? My daughter got me this when she went to Palm Springs. Coral, I think you call it.
I don't know. Looks pink to me. Maybe
Yeah.
peach.
Peach. Peachy pink is coral.
Peachy keen. I said to my teachers in school, "How are you today, Mr. Scott?" "Oh, peachy keen, Jelly Bean. How are you?" Yes, this is how I've always been. This is not my alternate personality on YouTube. Actually, Julie and Chuck could verify that because they met me in person.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
There's definitely no changing me. I am who I am.
I am who I am.
I am who I am. I is what I is. Didn't Popeye say something like that?
Yeah.
So, hey, how about this for some culture today? I let my 9-year-old sit with me and watch one of the best movies of my childhood,
What?
Little Monsters.
Yeah.
Monsters. I thought you were gonna say Goonies or something.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's little. That was my daughter's. Like,
Goonies?
We
they-
tried to do the Goonies. thing.
Goonies.
She really didn't care for it much.
Oh,
yeah,
that-
my grandkids didn't either. They couldn't get into it. I don't know why. That's the best movie.
It's got to be
I
a
know,
culture.
right? I think so.
I might take her tomorrow to go see the new Jumanji, the newest one that came out.
I
Part
want to
three?
see the new Star Wars so bad.
Because she didn't like the first one, Robin Williams, the lion scared her and she had nightmares that night about it. But the second one that came out with The Rock in it, she thought it was hilarious and she liked it. So
It is.
The Rock and Kevin
God.
Hart just work well together.
Oh my God, they're hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, you have your people that always work good together, like Will Ferrell and John C. Scott, I think his name is, whatever.
Yeah.
He did good like Step Brothers and Talladega Nights, and then you had like Dan Aykroyd and John Candy in The Great Outdoors, and Steve Martin and John Candy, and like you just have teams where they just work really well.
Yeah.
Matt says Star Wars was awesome. I know. I talked to my buddy Greg. He took his son to go see it on opening night. He said it was really good. Here's my issue with Star
No
Wars.
spoilers.
Here's my issue with Star Wars. I'm used to the original 3 that came out. Anything after that was CGI junk, and I didn't care for it.
No.
I went and saw Solo because my friend convinced me that Solo wasn't going to be anything. It was a totally different kind of deal, and I thought it was okay.
Mhm.
So I might go see this one.
I won't.
I will.
You- I think, Chief, you're with me on this one, right?
I'm not gonna see it.
I can't remember the one that I saw. It was like 2016, maybe Christmas. What was that one?
The Last Jedi
The Last Jedi.
Yeah,
or Force Awakens.
yeah, that was pretty good.
Your dog is starving for attention, Carol.
He all day he had been.
He's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
hey, I'm
And he
here."
got Libby's new comforter, and she finds out. Oh, aren't you?
Oh, that's nice.
Here they come. They come.
It's like, but Mom, I just.
So I might do just a video for New Year's. I might
Yeah.
do my year in review and talk about the truck and everything like that, and my plans for the future. So if you guys didn't notice, I did start another playlist. I haven't put any videos in there yet. And
Yeah.
that's going to be pretty strictly for school stuff.
Oh.
So you guys can see me freak out about school and trying to get that done while I'm on the road.
Hey, Blue
We'll do
Bunny.
it. We'll do it. Hello, Blue Bunny.
Hey, Blue Bunny.
I don't think I ever saw Blue Bunny on here before, but hello.
She's a friend of mine.
She wouldn't admit that in public. Come on.
Hey, I knew Blue Bunny for almost 2 years now.
Let's see. How many people we got in here?
9?
Ooh, look at that. The numbers are climbing. It's
Woohoo.
astounding. We're almost at 150. I really was wishing we could hit 150 by the new year. I could have gave away the light. Maybe that'll be my 2020 thing.
What
We'll
are
get-
you at? What'd you say you were at?
136.
136.
Yeah. And that's because my 2 cousins decided they wanted to join up when I was talking to them during Christmas. They're like, "Uncle Scott, what's your YouTube channel? Are you sure you want to be involved with us heathens?" Matt said, Chief, how much you paying her to be your friend?
That's funny.
Oh, man. It's a very odd night. Doesn't seem like it's a Sunday night.
It does not.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, like somebody put a meme up the other day and they were like, when a holiday's in the middle of the week, you're like, what day is it? Where am I? What's going on here?
Yep.
Oh, here comes Eddie and Jen.
Hey.
Oh, look what Libby has in her drawer.
Oh,
Yes.
Watch them disappear.
what's going
now.
on, Jen?
Hi,
Hey.
Jen.
I probably shouldn't have pulled that apart, but
Oh, you got food again?
she's stealing food from her kids.
Like a Hershey Kisses.
What kind of Doritos are those?
Okay, so that I could pop.
Zesty cheese.
Oh, my favorite.
That is like an orange juice bag? I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever seen this.
Is that the spicy one?
No, zesty cheese.
Ah.
Uh,
Uh-oh, I have a photo bomber. I'm back behind.
Hello. How are you?
Hi there.
hey,
I like your shirt there.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers are probably my favorite, if I had to say.
my sister's a big Steelers fan. And my brother is a big Packers fan. And there was this
That's
meme I
me.
saw on
That's
I
me.
saw on Facebook the other day, and it had a kid that was like licking the side concrete at the stadium, and it was like Green Bay Packers fans.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know why he was licking the wall, but he was licking the wall.
Maybe it had candy on it. No.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
A bit salty though.
Oh my God. So Fallen, talk about instantly regretting putting a tweet up. So I put that tweet looking for like a graphic designer just to see like what was out there if I had friends that knew it. Holy crap. I had like 40 DMs that were like, hey, what do you need? What do you need? I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh, wow.
"What do I do?" Like,
I saw some of the response. I was like, wow.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I
And
mean,
then
I
one
could
guy's
do
like,
it, but
he's
my,
like, he's like, what do you want? And I'm like, well, I want to do like a banner and I want to do some YouTube art and like just a graphic, just any kind of graphic. Because eventually maybe I'll do a Teespring or something like that, but I got to figure out what I want to do first.
Mhm.
And he's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I could do that for you. And then he messaged me back like 10 minutes later. He's like, so what can I do for you? And I'm like, did we time lapse backwards somehow? Because I just told you what I needed.
Who
So
would you
yeah, I
talk to?
haven't talked to him since.
Who would you talk to?
well, what you can do is give me a bigger, like a big picture of Jesse. And
Yeah.
then I want a picture of like just you, kind of like you as you're about to work. And I was going to put that on a banner for you. I'm trying to get used to doing banners if I don't do it on my computer, which that's what I was trying to do initially. And for some reason, the graphic that I tried for you disappeared.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm having to start over from scratch. I'm going to have to do it on my phone first and see if it's going to work.
So my buddy just got me set up with a business 365 account through Microsoft.
hmm
So I actually have a terabyte of online storage.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, what do I need that for? I'm like, I have a terabyte hard drive. He's like, what if your hard drive breaks?
That's true. It's always
I'm
good
like,
to
what if
have backup.
Microsoft breaks? He's like, Microsoft's not going to break.
Hasn't so far.
So it wasn't that bad. It was $60 for a year. And every time I take a picture on my phone, it goes right to the cloud now. It doesn't store it on my phone anymore.
Oh,
and I-
wow.
And then I could pull it up on the app and I could pull it up on my computer. It's like I have Power Director and I have, what's the other one called? I know it's on here somewhere. Oh, the Photo Director and Power Director. And that's the Photo Director is almost like using Lightroom. And I'm pretty good with Lightroom, so I just got to get used to using it again. Some things are the same, but some things are a little different. Like my downstairs is really messy, but if I look on my desk over here, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 monitors.
Holy cow.
There's 3 PCs, a Mac, and then all my ham radio stuff. And it's like built into the wall, like 70s style.
Oh, yeah.
So eventually I'll start doing some feeds from there when I'm home. But there was just too much crap on there to move right now because when we started shuffling things around, we were trying to sell the house and everything. So it's quite a mess down here right now. So I get to stand the whole time on live feed.
Aw.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Because if I sit, you won't see me. But I have the bar.
You have a bar?
I do.
What are you serving?
Here's my old badge from the fire department.
Oh,
A big headache next day.
Well, like the other day, I was showing them like, so our local hospital. Here's the little bottle of champagne they gave us after my daughter was born.
oh,
Still have it.
Aw.
Never opened it. And then I have another bottle right here from when my son was born.
That's so cute. We
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
they
have
give you
here.
they give you a parent's meal. So the day before you leave, they bring the baby in the nursery and watch it, and like the mom and dad could have this really nice sit down dinner. Like they have like stuffed shrimp and like they put a real fancy.
Holy
spread,
crap, I
white
wish I
linen.
got something like that.
Yeah, they do like white linen. The hospital sucks, but their childbirth center is probably like the best around. Like they're known for their childbirth center. If you go there for any more than like a hangnail, you might not make it out.
oh no.
They used to call it hospice on the hill. So
Holy.
That
was
sounds kind of
the,
like the hospital over here. Good grief.
yeah, I mean, it's just a really small county hospital. It's not really anything fancy. A lot of nursing homes use it. It's got a like, well, they just upgraded the ER. It used to be like 8 rooms in the ER. Now it's got like 20.
I was like, what?
But it's maybe 120 beds, the whole hospital.
Okay, that's small.
I
Yeah, but
stayed there
that's
for
pretty neat.
I stayed there for 42 days in their ICU one time. It was very nice.
Oh, why? What happened?
My Crohn's disease. When I first got diagnosed, yeah, I had pancreatitis. I was all kinds of messed up.
Yeah,
So, but I made it. I lived. They didn't kill me.
Stuff.
they didn't kill you.
That's the same hospital where they tried to insinuate that I was a drug seeker in the middle of the winter in shorts and a t-shirt. I ripped my IV out and walked out of the hospital. And I got to the front door in the cold and I was crying my eyes out because I was all steroided up and I was all pain medicined up. And I'm like, okay, I don't have a car. It's the middle of winter. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. What am I going to do?
Oh,
I called my
no.
wife. I was like, honey, can you come get me? She's like, no, you idiot. What are you doing?
Oh no.
Then I called my doctor. I was like, Doc, can you get me back in? He's like, go back for the ER. I was like, okay.
Oh,
And
man.
I left and I went to another hospital and they fixed me up good. So knock on wood, I haven't any problems yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah. My nephew has that. Yes, not that or something. But he has to have like used to have like almost. I don't know. My sister explained it kind of like getting chemo all the time. I can't. It's all. I don't even know what it was. I'd have
So I
some
used to
kind
have to go for transfusions.
yeah, I
I
don't
used
even
to
know.
go once a week. And the hospital, they have what's called a plane tree mentality. So there's no visiting hours at the hospital. People can come and go anytime they want. Doesn't matter.
Wow.
If I was in the hospital, and my wife wanted to literally sleep next to me, they'll make a bed next to me and she can stay there with me. Like they're very accommodating that way. They have like the little old ladies that volunteer and they bake cookies. And like
Aw.
each floor has like 3 or 4 little
I
kitchen
want a
pods.
hospital like that. Shit,
Yes.
but I never ever want to leave.
Exactly.
But you don't really have the best knowledge sometimes. It's kind of like being at a 4-star hotel, but if the power ain't working right, it ain't gonna be a good experience. So
Yeah.
there are good doctors, don't get me wrong, but there's a few that I did not get along with, and because I do have a medical background, it wasn't working out well for them
Right.
because they couldn't snow me.
Yeah.
So
My stepmom was like that. She's a RN. So
Yeah.
when she got sick with her cancer, people that have like medical knowledge are the worst patients ever.
Yeah. So
they
true.
are.
Yeah.
She's like, do you need help to put, the IV in? I could do it myself, like.
Exactly.
So my father, before he passed, he went to that hospital, and they couldn't get an IV on him at all. So I walk in and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, they can't get an IV on me. I'm like, you're a tough stick, but I looked at the nurse. I go, you want to close the curtain? She's like, I don't see nothing. She closed the curtain. I was like, done. I was like, open the curtain. I'm like, you're all set. She's like, oh, all right.
Okay.
18 in the incubator. I'm like, yep. She's like, okay, cool, thanks. She checked it out. She did it. I was like, no problem. Have a good day. She's like, how do you do that? I'm like, if I could do it banging around the back of an ambulance, I could do it in a still hospital room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You usually get pretty good at doing IVs in an ambulance. You could do them anywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, they do it quicker because the fact they're on, they're on a timing and rush, so they have to learn to do everything in a fast
Yeah.
motion and movement, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and if they're in bad shape, they, the worse shape they're in, the faster they have to get that going.
I've done an IV upside down in the pouring rain in the middle of the night with barely any light except for my pen light in my mouth.
Wow.
The ambulance
Wow.
wasn't there yet, so I had to do it.
Yeah. Oh my
We
goodness.
got- Yeah.
Thanks, Colleen. Colleen shared it out.
I didn't even see her in here.
Oh, I just saw the chat pull up. Hey,
Hi,
Colleen.
Colleen.
Hi, Colleen.
Hello, Colleen.
Hello, hello, hello.
Blue Bunny made Bannock.
Woohoo.
Who's got Bannock?
Blue Bunny.
Blue Bunny. See, this is what I should do. I should take my time and not like pretend I'm retired and do nothing all day at home because I'm not working. I should make Bannock.
You need to.
I made brownies tonight with my kids.
Yeah, that's cute.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
cool.
Those are fun.
We did movies, we made brownies.
Oh,
Yes,
Eddie's
please.
sneaking up behind you, Jen.
No sneaking around here.
Oh no, I wasn't sneaking up on
Look
her.
at that sexy. dude.
Oh no. Oh no, he said.
What's
Yeah,
up, brother?
Hi, Eddie.
Hey, before they
Hey.
got live.
Yeah, I didn't really see my 5 o'clock shadow. I was just lazy and that out.
Oh, I know, me too. Me too. It's terrible.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey,
How's
Rachel.
everybody doing?
See, Rachel was just asking, is Eddie in bed? No, he's on screen now.
No he's off tonight.
Yes, I don't have to go back in until Tuesday morning.
Awesome.
Nice.
Right, spend some time off.
Yes,
You
That's
got a party
awesome.
up on New Year's?
yes.
I'll be sleeping. Forget all that. The older to get, the more it's fun.
Gin, Eddie.
Yes, sir. How much time you get off, Scott?
Oh, until I decide to want to go back.
Must be nice.
Or when I run out of money and have to go back.
Yeah, that's true.
Which probably in the next couple of days.
I could survive for probably about a month.
Yeah, that's good.
I wouldn't want to because I'd have to really replenish it hard to get it back up to where I need it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Gotta
don't
have
try to,
cushion.
but
Gotta have that rainy day money.
yes, especially what I do because that truck payment doesn't stop.
Oh yeah.
So
Mm-mm.
like
How
we
many years
discussed,
did they give you on a semi? Like if you.
you can, it depends on how you do it. Mine was a 2-year. So I leased it for 2 years. At the end of 2 years, my residual is, I think it's 90,000.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna do it for 1 more year and that'll knock it down to about 45
Yeah.
and then I'll just pay it off. Whether it's,
Nice.
I might
Hi,
just get
Carrie.
another loan. Hey, Carrie and
Hey,
company.
Carrie. Hasn't please stay. Stay.
Rachel wants to see the daughter's new hair color. Carrie.
Yeah.
Yes, she's.
Did it turn out?
It wasn't as pink.
Oh no.
I mean, you should see the bottom of the shower. It's
That's like mine.
pink. Yeah. She says
That's
I
like mine
tried
purple.
if I could, but yeah. So I think it's cute, but it just didn't turn out to be as pink, dark pink. Yeah. So
You sound like me with certain colors. Like
Yeah.
I want to dye my hair all blonde just to see what it looked like. I've dyed my hair blonde before with red highlights in it,
ooh.
but it was like a light, like my hair color. I dye so many colors in my hair that have so many different
Yeah.
colorings. So when they tried to bleach it blonde, it didn't turn like it turned like a lighter, like a brownish.
Yeah.
I
blonde.
dyed my hair bald and it never came back. This is probably as long as my hair has been in a long time, but I do have the yarmulke.
Oh, that's my husband. That's Eddie.
That's what I got from my dad.
Anyway. Except
all
he's
right,
got it
though.
right here too.
don't
That's why he
mind.
wears.
That's like when I have the half gray and the half brownish red. Everybody says, why
Yeah,
is it that? I said, well, that's my kids and my job, and that's my life and the rest of my life. It's like Two-Face. If I'm looking at you this way, you're doing all right. I'm looking at you that way, you're stressing me out.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
It's kind of like when my eyes turn green. I'm
Your eyes
mad.
change color?
That's like my mom. She has a.
Really?
Yeah.
And my nephew.
I never heard of that.
Mhm.
See, you learn something new every day.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do it though, Chantel. Telling
What?
you,
What?
New Year's, it's getting open. My 140 proof,
Awesome.
Yeah. Ah,
my black rum I got in Bermuda.
Wow.
I wish I was there.
Never
I
opened.
want to go. I want to find someone wants to go to Bahamas or the Virgin Islands.
Probably not Bahamas, but
They're gonna have to let me know when they're going because
I got a little bit of
I
this.
need to send money so they can buy me some rum while they're there because it's only sold in the Virgin Islands or Bahamas. That's it.
Yeah.
I want to go to Cuba.
Yes. My mom went to Cuba.
I only
she
go
loved
to Bermuda. I've never needed to go anywhere else. Bermuda's awesome. I've been there like 3 times.
My mom went to Cuba. She forgot her insulin.
I remember this.
So what the staff did at the hotel they were at, one of the maids, her husband was a doctor, and he got insulin for my mom and just gave it to her. And my mom was like, "I'm gonna give you money," you know. And he's like, "No, no, no." And I was floored at their hospitality.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely floored. It is a
Oh, that's
great place
amazing.
to go.
They are very nice. My neighbors, our friend Jim next door, he's from Cuba. So he's an amazing guy. Like,
Yeah.
we love him.
Yeah, there's
Blue
just
Bunny,
so
Blue Bunny
welcoming.
says that rum is good. She has some.
No, if you ever go to the Bahamas, you got to try. It's called let me see what it's called.
I'm trying to get my Puerto Rican friend to make me some coquito.
So,
Forget
Oh,
the-
Passion Bay rum.
ooh,
Heard
nice.
of that. Yeah.
It's cream rum though.
Blue Bunny says Tortuga.
Oh my god, it's delicious.
Oh my God.
I drank the whole bottle in like one day.
I'm like,
It's easy
I'm
to
one of those
do.
weird- I'm one of those weird kind of people that I buy
Tortuga.
liquor sometimes just for the bottles.
I'm like,
Isn't
that too.
Like
isn't
this is my
Tortuga
fire extinguisher, but it's vodka.
Awesome.
isn't Tortuga the island in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Where it was yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I
That
bought
does
this.
look like you can make a mistake and think it's a fire extinguisher.
It's
You
literally
grab it.
all
Oh,
over it. Like this is not a fire extinguisher. 'Cause you literally have to pull it in and you.
Hey, honey, grab the fire extinguisher. Honey, that's not the fire extinguisher. We're like, shit.
And then for Christmas one year, one of my friends got me this cool thing. Because when I was still delivering gasoline, so it looks like an old gas pump.
Oh,
that
so
is
cool.
Oh,
Wow.
You put your alcohol in it, this pops off.
Oh wow.
And then when you want to pour a shot, you squeeze the
Oh,
handle.
that is
out
so
of it.
cool.
Nice.
And you
Oh,
can,
that's
you can
neat.
kind of see through it to see what's
Yeah.
in it.
That's neat.
That would be neat. How would you clean the hose part? I guess you
I
just
guess
have
you
to.
can just run boiled water through it.
That's the rum.
Ah,
Passion Bay.
It's so freaking good.
Would you add like pineapple juice or something?
You don't
or-
have to add nothing to it. It's that good. Oh my god. I drank the
Wow.
whole bottle. It was that good.
Oh my gosh.
And they're only over there it's only like $15 a bottle.
vanilla.
And
It's
you
got
can
a vanilla
get
in there.
and over there you're only allowed to have a limit of 12, I think it's 12 bottles
Wow.
to bring to the United States. 6 or 12, one of the two.
And the
So-
United States is okay with that? Bring that in?
Yeah, only a limit though. My friend went there for a wedding, and her and her husband they brought back a case of this.
Oh.
She handed me a bottle. She's like, I got you a bottle, and gave it to me. I was like, oh god, now I want it so bad because I've been online for months trying to see if maybe I could have it ordered here and shipped here, but they're not on the
Oh, dang.
shipping
They
thing.
won't let you. They won't let you do that.
Not right this moment. They won't.
Um,
None of the places down there are to the US to where they can ship back and forth the.
Yeah.
You know how
Maybe better
depressing that
for
is?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like an old metal can.
The Mitchell family. Hey, hello.
Hey,
Hey,
guys.
Mitchell family.
Matt Gill.
This is-
Hey,
This is a apple crisp whiskey.
Apple Crisp.
Mm.
Kind of reminded me like a big Zippo fluid can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Or
Oh,
bring
yeah.
the lighter fluid. Hey, honey, go grab me the lighter fluid.
It might light.
Wrong one. Damn it.
Wrong one, babe. Wrong one.
I had the nasty vodka, but it came in a cool bottle.
I like that one. I have the small one.
I had a
I have the
had a
small one. It's still
boyfriend-
filled up.
had like a row of those on top of his cupboards in his kitchen.
Then you just have your junk.
And that's not junk.
That's
So
junk.
good.
It's not even real tequila.
Oh, it'll do it.
I think this is like what was left from a buddy of mine. He drank most of the bottle and he passed out, so I just had it.
I like 1800 is what I like. 1800 tequila.
His stuff was cool. This is a hard apple cider that I got from a local apple orchard.
Ooh.
That was pretty good. That was out of New York. But this stuff here, if you guys ever find it, this is small batches, Connecticut. Some vanilla bourbon. It's got the vanilla bean in it.
Ooh.
I had that down here.
And just like to smell it. Like me, I'm always like, if you can just
Open the bottle and smell
pop it with a cork, it's probably high class. And you could definitely smell the vanilla in there.
But you know what? I don't like dark alcohol, whiskeys
I
and
don't like strong. I don't like strong liquor anymore. I mean, I used to like
Yeah,
I was
Karen.
alcoholic,
There's
but
some watermelon
Empty
Smirnoff
too.
for you.
that's good.
watermelon.
I'm more the
Oh, watermelon?
mixed shot person, like the
Oh,
cream rum or something like tequila rose. I like the thick,
Ooh.
the thick.
Yeah.
So you would like some rum chata.
Yes, that's
Rum chata is good, but
Only
man,
thing that coconut.
You know,
in
I only bought it because the logo.
it.
Isn't that crazy?
Boston Red Sox.
I don't think I even really no, you know what? I was making these drinks. I don't think there's anything in here. If there is, I guarantee it's no good anymore. No, there's nothing in there. When I first was introduced to Fireball,
Mm,
never
Oh,
again.
Never. No. No.
You mix rum
no.
chata with Fireball, and it actually is really good.
it is. Yeah, I used to love rum chata.
That's like this old. Here's all my Red Sox stuff.
What?
Like this beer, never been drank. I guarantee it's not good beer anymore, but I just have it
That
because
sucks, Mitchell family.
What happened?
That's not good.
They gained. They got 500 subscribers, but then they lost them.
Ah,
What?
I hate YouTube does that crap.
why did it do that? Carrie, thank you.
Yeah.
It is my little bar that I never use.
what is up? I keep seeing that all over Twitter that that's happening.
Well, with YouTube, for some reason, their studio is not jiving the same as what the regular YouTube is. Like the numbers that you would normally see on your YouTube side, the studio has something totally different. Like they've knocked down subscribers, but they say they're working hard to fix that problem. And even watch time, if you're watching your watch time, they say not to look at all that stuff right now in the studio because they are having to work hard to bring it back to where it's supposed to be at.
Fallen, how do you get that thing you guys put on Twitter, your top fans?
Top tens. Actually, Chief and Anna were doing it earlier. And what I usually do every year is I do like my own top 10 YouTube people and then my own top 10 Twitter people. And I do that every single year.
Oh,
Like,
you mean
you
that?
just tag a bunch of people.
No.
that-
Who your
what you
top
put today,
fans?
your top fans you're putting on Twitter today
Like
Oh,
three?
with that blue screen.
That's a different website. It goes by your analytics. It goes by the interactions that those people do on Twitter. I'll have to send you the link for that one. But Yeah,
Is that
what
the
you'll
one
have
you
to
talk
do
about
is
where they
go
say the
in.
top fans?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, I was
top
always
three, and
wondering that
then
too.
Hmm.
it's based on your analytics and who interacts with you the most that has the most followers. And when they do that, is what it does is if they're sharing and liking your stuff, it expands how far your tweets can go on Twitter. So
Wow. Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Hey, so
Yeah.
fingers crossed, I entered in one of Mr. Beast's $50,000 giveaways.
Mr. Beast?
Hey,
cool.
Never heard of
And
him.
then as soon as I started following him on Instagram, Mr. Beast Cash tried to sucker me into doing a scam. I was like, no, I'm not stupid.
Ah,
It was like, give us all your information, win $10,000 guaranteed. I'm like, yeah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
I believe there was a Zimbabwe prince that told me that one time too. Didn't
Oh,
fall for
shit.
that either.
and his name was
I
John
know
Smith.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
John Bobbitt Smith, that is.
Yeah.
Barry Manilow from Zimbabwe told me he has $9 trillion and he has to wander through a canal.
My name is John Smith. I'm here in Bangladesh, just visiting, working the offsite.
I had Social Security call me the other day and tell me my Social Security number was compromised. I was
Yeah,
like,
Oh,
I do
yeah.
that all day long too. I get it.
Up here
I said, so
too.
what, I said, what's my Social Security number? And he's like, well, you need to verify it with me. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, your Social Security, you can know it. You verify it with me. You called me, pal.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
love getting those
Yeah.
guys.
The best is there was a guy on YouTube that did it when they were asking for the Target gift cards. And he went through his whole thing. And at the end, he finally just told them screw off, that they were stupid. But it was quite funny.
I
So,
like to
dude-
do it as a hacker.
Eddie, you'll get appreciative of you'll appreciate this one being a professional driver. So there's this lady on this little community Facebook page we have for where I live. And she was putting out like, hey, if anybody needs a ride to the airport, this is what I charge for this airport, that airport, this airport. I'm like, yo, she's Gypsy Cabin and she's putting it on Facebook. So I told her, I said, hey, I said, do you have a PSL?
Hmm.
And she's like, oh, a pumpkin spice latte? And I'm like, no, a public service license, but okay. So she's like, if you want to ride, then PM me. If you don't, then you need to have a good day and don't harass me. I'm like, listen, I'm just telling you, New York City ain't playing right now. And if you don't have a medallion and you're not legit, they will
right.
take your car.
That's right.
Yeah.
Even here, you have.
I'm
to
like,
have
so
some
I'm
doubt.
not trying to be funny with you, but I'm just trying to warn you, like, be careful because they're undercover. And I told her, I said, when I worked for a livery company, we had a bunch of Chrysler 300s that we used. And most of them had livery plates, but a couple didn't. Legally, they were okay because they're insured and registered under the company. So I pull up, I drop somebody off, and this dude plainclothes walks up to my window and taps on my window. I was doing my paperwork. He goes like this and grabs his badge out of his shirt. And he's like, yeah, I'm with the
Okay.
TLNC, Taxi Livery Commission.
Right.
He's like, who did you drop off? And I said, oh, so-and-so. And he goes, so how much did they pay for the ride? I'm like, I don't know. I don't charge them. Like, I get paid by the gig. So what they charge, I don't know. So he goes, well, you need to pull up over there. They took the car. He said, you don't have apportion plates and you don't have livery plates in that car. I'm taking it. I was like, the hell you are? I'm going to call my boss first. I'm not going to give you his car.
Right.
So I had to, my boss like, nope, just give him the car. Hey, Danielle. Hey, what's up, Mikhail?
I got it.
So they took the car, they impounded the car. I had to take the train from JFK over to the TLC building. My boss had to drive down from Connecticut down to the city. We had to go to court. He had to pay $8,000 in fines. And then we had to drive over and wait 4 hours to get the car out of impound because it wasn't even at impound yet by the time we got there.
Holy crap.
That is
And I'm like-
crazy.
I'm like, why are you paying this if it's legal? He goes, because it's just, the hassle isn't worth it. Just pay
It's
it, we'll
not.
get back and we'll go.
It's not. I tell people that all the time. You don't have a PSL license, don't do it. I even tell that to some Uber and Lyft drivers, because certain parts of Texas, you got to have that PSL license.
Well, see, up
especially-
here, Uber and Lyft, if you're under them as a contractor, you don't need a PSL.
Right.
And
Right.
that's just the agreement they have, the way they worked it with their loopholes. That's just the way they did it. And it is
Right.
what it is. Because I drove Uber for a little bit until I got rear-ended, and then I was like, nope, not doing
Right.
it.
That's very true.
So most people don't realize, like, yeah, you can make good money doing it. But first off, you're supposed to claim it on your taxes. If they find out you're doing it and not claiming it, you're screwed.
Yep.
Mhm.
Secondly, most insurance companies do not want your car used for commercial use.
Right.
So if you get into an accident, like I came really close to Nationwide dropping my policy because they were like, you didn't tell us you were using your car for business. And I'm
Mhm.
like, I didn't know I had to.
Right.
So,
I mean, Geico is probably one company I know that don't care if you do, but your insurance is going to be a little bit higher,
right.
you know. But there's other ones like Nationwide and State Farm that don't want you doing it, you know, for Uber or Lyft. They just want to insure you if you are. You know, if they find out that you are, they'll cancel your insurance.
I just think that's scary to be
Yeah.
either taking an Uber or being an Uber driver. I've just heard so many scary stories.
So you want
My
to
friend's
know
one.
what's scary? I'll tell you this one quick story, and then Mikhail wants to know if everybody got what they wanted for Christmas. So when I drove Uber, I always carried because that's just me. If I'm in my state, I'm going to carry. I don't ever move anywhere without a gun on me.
Right.
The problem is every state around me, I'm not
Yeah.
legal to carry in. So I picked this lady up, and I pick her up, and she goes, "Oh, I'm going to New York," and I was like, "Uh-oh."
I can't take you.
So I'm like, "No, I went," and I'm just like, every stop sign, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Okay, I can go. And man, I never was happier to get back to this crappy state. I got into the first rest area on the Merritt Parkway, and I was like, I'm home.
Oh, yeah.
I'm no longer a felon.
I'm no longer a felon. Oh, Lord.
It's
Yes.
scary.
Did-
Yeah.
I know guys that work in the city, and sometimes they don't know if they're going to the city or not, and they'll have their firearm on them, and they're like, crap.
Mhm.
Technically, if you lock it in a safe in your car, and if you're cool and you find the right cop, but Jersey and New York, they're not very easy with that.
No, they're not.
Oh,
No.
So did they let you carry at all with a license in their state or town, or just not at all?
we don't have any reciprocity in New York, New Jersey,
Oh.
Massachusetts. So I'm landlocked.
Oh.
Dang.
Canadian,
I
what
can-
happened to you?
I'm good.
I can drive, say I wanted to go visit my brother up in New Hampshire, which is a constitutional carry state. I can travel through Massachusetts if my ammunition and my gun are in separate safes in the car and they're not within reach.
Yeah.
But the caveat is don't stop anywhere. Don't stop to get fuel, don't stop to get food, just go straight through and don't stop, and that's it. If you get pulled over, you get pulled over, but I mean, I'm usually a pretty careful driver anyway. I know when I can get away with something and when I can't. So
Get away with something.
my buddy put a video on Facebook today, and it was a Connecticut State Police put it up, and this kid's driving in his car and he's videoing as he's driving, and he's zooming in and out of traffic, and he goes to get off one of the exit ramps, and you just see the car go, and just and he rolls it.
Oh my gosh.
So the state police was kind of making fun of him. They're like, he wasn't hurt, but sometimes the reports write themselves. Thanks for live feeding what you were doing, so we know exactly what you were doing.
Oh, that's
Oh,
His car comes to a stop, and you hear his GPS go, take the left merge towards Groton. Like, what happened was he didn't listen to GPS. He went to the right when he should have went to the left. He wouldn't have gotten the accident.
oh Lord.
Oh no.
kind of funny.
And you know what? I've done, remember Canadian? I've done panels, private panels while driving.
Yeah.
But I wasn't holding it. I had it in the little compartment thing, but
Yeah.
I took them all to the gas station, got a Dr. Pepper. It was fun.
Yeah. It was an
Something to
adventure.
do.
So Mikhail wanted to know if everybody got what they wanted for Christmas. I did. I got to be home.
I did. I
That
got
was a good
something
one.
that was unexpected and absolutely floored me to the point where I cried.
Aw.
My best friend, she
Is that
got
what you
me
showed?
she got me this I can't ask her where she got it because she won't tell me. But she got me
Holy cow, what is that? It's huge.
That's what she said.
Oh,
yeah,
that's what Chief said.
it's a grimoire.
And what's a grimoire?
Like where you put all your spells and stuff
Oh,
and
okay.
your herbs and whatnot. but
Okay.
it's,
I was gonna say a spell book, but
yeah, it is so like, it's homemade, and I was floored, absolutely
Wow.
floored. Like these were probably cabinet doors because they're
Ooh,
so thick.
that's nice.
I thought it was leather, but that's even better.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and I was like, wait, what?
Just don't get mad at somebody. You decide you want to throw the book at them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could use that as a weapon.
Yes, you can.
Aw,
It's heavy.
yeah.
So that was unexpected.
As long as our kids is happy, that's all that matters to us. I and my wife will take care of each other after tax time, maybe.
Yeah.
I had all my kids together and my grandkids together, and that was the best.
That's what I
Right.
told my wife too. She's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, "Buy stuff for the kids."
Yep.
As long as I got to be home, I was happy, and
Yeah.
I get to spend almost 2 weeks at home. So
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's a blessing
I
of-
got to watch my nephew and niece open their present that I got for them, and they were just that's so precious, you know.
Yeah.
To watch kids open their gifts and just get so excited.
I mean, we do the family thing. Christmas Eve, we'll do church. Then we go to my mom's house, and then we went to my sister's house on Christmas Day. New Year's Eve, I got my sister, my mom, and a couple people coming over for dinner. We cook lobsters and stuff, and have like a little New Year's thing. And
Oh, Carol dropped.
Carol. By the way,
Okay.
Chief dropped out. He wasn't feeling well, so
Yeah,
Aw.
still
Aw.
fighting that flu
hope
or
Chief feels
something.
better. I gotta start. That's what I gotta do tomorrow. I gotta start playing that game so I could play against him.
Oh, yeah.
The one that he wanted me to buy. He got the one I asked him to buy. And then he whooped me.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got lucky. I was tired that day. I asked him, I said, how'd the Indians lose all their stuff? You're so good at hunting. Oh, man. You know what's the cool thing about Christmas this year was Nerf gun wars. My daughter and my son both got Nerf guns. So they were running around the house shooting at each other.
Oh, that must be fun.
It's
At
fun.
least
Like I
it wasn't
said,
big
for me,
guns.
it's just about
Yeah.
getting home time and stuff. It's just good to be home. Well, and did Ghost Dog start that new job yet?
I can't say anything.
Oh,
That's he's gonna do a live stream sometime soon talking about it.
I'd call him.
He's
sometime.
okay.
He didn't answer.
Yeah, he's okay, but yeah, he just yeah.
All right. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Moving on.
My friend's dog is pregnant.
Oh, yay. How about get the damn thing fixed?
Lacey
Yeah.
figured it out.
Yeah, they're on the waiting list of low income people
Me neither.
to, yeah. And she had to move in with a friend because her living situation didn't work out, and her friend's dog was not fixed either.
So wait, so you're saying that the socialized medicine in Canada is even bad enough where dogs and cats can't get it? Alrighty then.
Really awesome. Don't you just love people who are like that?
Yeah, she
I'm
was
glad
like,
they're freaking fixed.
yeah, she was like, oh, seriously. So the dog is
Blind?
no,
No.
she's about 9 to 10 weeks
Night, Matt.
till she gives birth, and she's having about 7 to 8 pups.
What kind of dog?
She's a black lab with German Shepherd mix.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
And
you better.
the-
much.
The dad is a full breed golden lab.
Carol, for a second, you looked like you were taking a mugshot for a DUI.
Why?
Because when you first came on, you were like, when you were really still, I was like, wait, What's going on with the gray background?
Oh, no.
My goal for New Year, I'm gonna come down to San Antonio. I'm gonna party with Eddie.
Oh, yeah,
That
that'd be
sounds
awesome.
great.
I'm gonna
Anytime.
work my way down.
Yeah, come on down
Anytime.
anytime.
I try to get to Texas every once in a while. My last couple weeks out, I was running like Iowa down to Texas, back to Iowa, down to Texas, back to Iowa.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way over to where Carol is. I want to go to that cemetery so bad.
Oh, this
I'm
would
gonna
be
make
so
my way.
fun. This would be so fun.
It
I
will.
want to go on a road trip too, but man, my car, if it gets like, oh, I don't even know how cold it has to be, single digits.
Uh-huh.
And if I'm driving it, it'll go to energy or like emergency something. I don't even know what it says, but it'll go to 5 miles an hour. Boom. So if
We
I'm on
have-
the interstate and all of a sudden it shuts down and I go 5 miles an hour, I'm in trouble.
Well, you got a Chevy Citation?
No, and it just, but it's gonna cost me $800 to get the throttle body.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Yikes.
I just go to
Hey,
get another
Marcy.
used car.
I mean,
Where they at?
I don't have the
Yeah.
money for that, but so as long as it's warm out, I'll be okay.
What's going on, Muggsy?
Hey, Muggsy.
Hey, bud.
I actually
Oh.
thought about you the other day, Carol. We had a driver that was kind of stuck over in Altoona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was complaining. I guess a load canceled on him or something. He's like, I'm stuck over here in Altoona, Iowa. There's nothing over here.
Well, what?
And I'm like,
what is
yeah,
that?
you're right. It's just Carol.
No,
Yeah.
as soon as it Flying J's, everything's over there. Everything's around there.
There's
You
some
got
place that my buddy always talks about, Zombie Burger.
Zombie Burger is awesome. It's,
That's
there,
awesome.
it's not in Altoona, but you've got Prairie Meadows, the for gambling. You got all these awesome restaurants right on that road, that road. So
Hey, is the place where that lady ran them kids over, is that near you?
ran the kids over.
Yeah, that lady that she thought that they were Mexican kids.
Not by me, no.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
She's nuts.
That's
Yeah, she was.
crazy.
She thought they were Mexican
Oh,
kids
Odessa.
and rent.
In Odessa.
Odessa where? Iowa? Because it was in Iowa.
No, that is in Odessa.
No, Odessa's here in
Probably.
Texas.
I did see something, and probably on Facebook about that because it was her mugshot, and
No, it was
Mhm.
for me.
but I think she was mentally ill. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to be. To do
Yeah.
something like
Boy.
that. There's something wrong with you.
Ugh.
Eddie, when I get down to Texas, man, I'm gonna hook you up with a good vape.
That sounds great. This,
Oh,
got-
the
I got
vape he
one.
has.
this is
Look at
Jen's
that.
old vape.
I got the new one.
Look at that.
It's
See,
a
you
I
beast.
like the top of it.
Yeah, it's a beast.
This is Jen's old vape. I've had this for 5 years now. Jen stopped smoking, period. I'm just taking over for her where she left off.
Day 2 of no smoking.
That's
Hey,
great.
Carrie's getting out. See you, Carrie. Thanks for coming
Hi,
by.
Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
Carrie,
Bye-bye.
take care. God bless you, Carrie. I didn't even realize you was here. My apologies. I did not look at the chat. I apologize.
Yeah, this one's pretty cool, Eddie. This is a rebuildable.
14 watching.
This is a rebuildable, so I gotta get back to my roots of building my own coils again.
I heard that.
But the Clapton coil that my brother made me for this, his lasted him a year.
Oh, wow.
Really?
The only thing he had to change was the cotton in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he pulls the cotton. Actually, the cotton strings we have now, you don't got to twist them or nothing no more. They look like shoestrings on the ends.
Oh, good.
So you
That was
stick
a
them right
pain
through,
in
you
the
pull it
butt.
through, and that's it. You don't got to fluff them or nothing. You just snip, snip, tuck it in, good to go.
So that was a pain in the butt to
I mean, I still have some of my build wire, my Canthal.
You know, I was thinking about opening a vape store.
oh,
Dude, I'll
yeah.
tell you, you can make some money on it.
Is the CBD oil legal there?
Here?
Here?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you have like 3% THC or no?
Yes. That's
Yep.
what my son was on before. You can actually, it is, we got his online and it was melted through Hepwork.
Yep.
You want to
Um,
see a really old
Lovely.
picture of my son?
Yeah.
Oh,
Aw.
I love those pictures.
Just noticed, here's a pretty good one.
Oh,
Aw.
Yeah. They're so cute. Even in the womb.
I loved being pregnant, but man, I would so glad I don't have to do that again.
I actually liked it.
I got to be in the room when all three of my grandkids were born. Oh,
Let me show you a picture of Tony and Manny when they were younger.
They were
And people used to think they were
so freaking
twins.
Cute. Oh
Aw.
my God. My boys were cute. I put them in beauty pageants because they were like,
yeah. Oh,
Cody was in one when he was 3 months and he won second place.
Libby or Nikki and Shelby did. Oh my gosh, Jen, is that you?
Yes, that was me.
Is that you in the back?
Hey, Jen,
Look at you. You were so young.
Cody.
and that's Cody,
Destiny.
Aw.
Destiny, Manny, and Tony.
Oh,
Aw.
so
Aw, that's so
cute.
cute.
Don't they look like twins?
Yeah.
Here's my little guy.
Spider. Get that
Oh,
thing.
geez. Look at the curly hair. Look at that
That's-
hair.
Look at his hair.
That's
The
That's him.
hair.
that's him sick at the doctor's.
Aw. I don't look that happy when I'm sick.
This kid never is not happy.
Aw.
That's good. Don't you just love when they're like that though? Nothing makes
Yeah.
them.
Did
Yeah,
you have curly hair, Scott, when you were?
I did. You want to see a really old picture of me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
So how long have you had Zoom? Because I still haven't figured out how to do all this stuff.
He doesn't either.
Neither do I.
He
I'm-
can't even go
I'm getting ready to
live.
buy
He
it.
don't know how to go live.
So there's me and my dad.
Look at the red hair.
Look at the Boy Scout shirt.
Oh,
Look at my bolo tie was all messed up. It wasn't even under my collar or nothing.
oh,
I had the same color Boy Scout shirt.
oh.
That's great.
I have all kinds of great pictures. Here,
So-
I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys how big I used to be when I was my biggest. That's me.
Wow. Look at this.
Your beard doesn't have gray in it.
That's
Yeah.
Scott.
Oh wow.
Good
That was
job.
me.
Yeah, good job. Exactly. So how did you do it then? What
I had the surgery.
you did? Do
Here's me
you-
and- Here's me and my smoking hot wife.
I seen that picture.
Aw. She's so
We all,
pretty.
we all dressed up.
What are they doing in there?
I just started doing like pictures and making folders and stuff. That's how I was kind of just putzing around today. So the Microsoft 365 that I have, I can store a terabyte of storage. So I pretty much took every picture I ever had and put it in there, and I had to put it all in. Here's me and my mom.
Oh,
I know.
she looks so happy.
Of course she is. She's with me.
Yeah, of course.
You want to see a couple of confused youngins?
Yes.
What is that?
What is You know what's funny? At the Iowa State Fair, they have
Uh-oh.
a regular phone like we had when we were kids, and
Mhm.
and it was funny because you go into this old house thing anyway, and just watching the kids like, what? How do you do this? What? It's just funny.
Go rotary phones.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah.
Kids look at those now and they're like, what is that guy doing? Is he talking to himself? What have he got?
Yeah.
That's funny.
What's a phone booth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in years. Years and years and years.
We actually still have some down here.
You do?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the store right up the street from our house, the Shamrock gas station, has a phone booth.
Does it work?
Yeah, and it works.
It's a booth, or is it just a?
Actually, it's not a booth. It's the phone is mounted to the wall of the store.
Right.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Here's my fancy picture from my phone in New York.
gorgeous.
Ooh, that looks like a
Pretty.
professional.
That is
picture.
nice.
That'd be a pretty wall paint. picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's
off my
nice.
cell phone. That was off the Brooklyn Bridge.
That's a screensaver.
Hey, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try something here.
That's as much as I hate cities at nighttime. Damn, they're pretty.
This place was cool. This was the Oculus building.
Wow.
That is nice.
Yeah.
And that's in New
And
York,
then
right?
inside of that, I don't know if you guys, oh, I stopped sharing.
Did you see that? Look at my teeth. It doesn't let me do it no matter what I try.
Mm.
Oh well.
I did it yesterday, and I was like, I wasn't even
You know
there.
what? I bet you if you had got a green sheet, it would be like a green screen.
I
So
think
that's
so.
that's the inside of the building. There's a mall in there. That's right near where the World Trade Center was.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
Wow. I would love to do a spirit box there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really would.
Yeah. That would be
Mm.
very interesting to see what
It
comes
sure
through.
would.
Mhm.
Yeah. I would be scared to go to New York. It's just too big and busy.
Ugh, I know. The thought of it just.
I would have so much
You
anxiety.
know what's reassuring though is when you see guys like this. Like I had to go to Trump Tower because I like Trump.
Oh my
Are you
God.
kidding me?
Look at the armed guys out in front of there. That's emergency services unit from the NYPD.
There all the time, or was this something special?
No, they're there all the time. Here, let's see. I'll go through some of the.
Weird.
That's crazy. How much do you think it costs to stay at the Trump Tower for?
A lot of money.
It's not. It's
Expensive.
not too bad. It's less than you would think.
It's expensive in New York.
But when you go in there right now, there's Secret Service there.
Does that mean he's there?
No, but they're just
No.
always there.
Because the president owns it.
Oh.
So are
Because-
our taxpayer paying money, paying for the Secret Service to be there?
Yeah, but you pay for it any president. Their house is always protected 24 hours a
Yeah,
day.
that's true.
But they live at the White House.
Doesn't
So
matter.
Pepper Badger and
They
Blue
can
Bunny.
still
But
visit.
At the penthouse on the top floor.
Got
That
you.
he owns, that's his. Well, the whole building's his, but he stayed, you know what I'm saying, before he was
Yeah.
president. He stayed at the penthouse on the top.
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about-
How you doing, Blue
We
Bunny?
are so not at that level in Canada.
That would be spooky, but I would feel safe staying there, you know?
Mhm.
I wonder if you have to have some sort of ID or your room card to even go past those guards.
No, you can walk through because we walk through. They make you open your jacket and which was really weird because I always have a big knife on me. If I
You
can't
do?
carry my gun, I'm gonna carry my knife. So I have my knife in my pocket, which you can plainly see it's there. And then because I still have a gun, I have a little, my little razor knife. I have a little Circuit Millennium. It sits in like a sheath sideways. So if I went under my waistband, I could literally come up like that and just slice your face right open, and you're not gonna get me. So
We don't want that.
no, and they didn't care.
Wow.
Here, I'll show you guys. I showed Chantel this. I showed a couple people. This is the Osmo gimbal. So this is the Brooklyn Bridge, and what the Osmo will do is it'll do a time lapse video. So this is a time lapse of the traffic.
I think it's awesome.
Did you do that?
Yeah, that's on my gimbal that I have.
Well, where were you at when you did that?
In the middle of the bridge where you see the people on the right side, there's a walkway.
Oh. That
It's
is so
beautiful.
So I did that one, and then I did one in Times Square.
Oh wow.
The one in Times Square came out a little better because I was inside the M&M building.
Ooh. Nummy.
M&Ms.
Nummy
this-
nums.
Here's the one in Times Square. I was on the second floor, so I was inside. And you could set up the Osmo to do a couple different moves. You could set 4 different points, and it'll actually move while it's doing the time lapse. So this is what it looks like.
Oops, too busy.
Mhm.
So it's pretty good for content because your content you can really get a lot more out of it.
Yeah.
Are people really rude there, like they say?
Yes.
The traffic.
I'll say yes and no.
It depends on the people.
But don't
Put it
stare
like
up
that.
at things. stand in one spot and stare at, because then people
They
know
know
you're
that you're a tourist.
So there's
Right.
a very popular pickpockets there.
It's sad. Hey, what's up, Prepper Badger? It's sad because you have to act like them.
Mm.
Right.
If you walk around everywhere like this, then they're gonna be like, yeah, where's his wallet at?
Mm.
They'll pickpocket.
Right.
But like you and my wife, I think, doesn't like it very much because I won't move. If we're walking this way and you're in here, I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna throw a shoulder right into you and walk right past you. Like there's rules of the road, there's rules of the sidewalk. Stay on your
Right.
side, I'll stay on mine.
Yeah.
If you're looking straight at me, I'm not a small guy. So I'm just gonna keep walking. And if you get a little, oh well,
Mhm.
you keep walking. But
Right.
that's how you have to be down there.
Yep.
Right.
If you're not, they're gonna take advantage of you.
I can't do it. Too many people have a panic attack of being in the ground.
Yep.
Exactly.
It didn't bother me none. You know.
I get really in a large group. I always find a wall to put behind me. I don't like people behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was walking, I was using my vape to get people away from me.
Yeah, because they don't
Yeah.
have that in their face.
Yeah.
Well, because if you're walking, I was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it leaves the trail behind me. So people are like, you hear them behind you going, you're not choking off it first off, relax.
Right.
And it smells good.
Water. It's just
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah.
So that was my thing. But we had a good time. I went down there with one of my best friends and his wife, and our wives wanted to go down and see the Brooklyn Bridge and see the tree. And
It's
the
really
last
pretty
time I was
though.
there was my wife's 30th birthday. Might have been her 30th birthday because I was still working for the limo company, so I had a stretch navigator bring us down the city.
Oh, cool.
I got a good deal on it. So we stopped and got some food on the way, and that was good because you're in the limo. So we're just drinking and hanging out, and dropped us off, went and looked at the tree, got back in the limo, went down the road a little ways. And yeah, it's funny because I only live an hour away from the city. I've never been to the Statue of Liberty.
Really?
Did you
I've been
go
to Staten
there?
Island Ferry. I was in Staten Island Fair when they used to let cars on it still. They don't let cars on it anymore.
They don't?
Nope. And I killed a seagull that day.
Oh, no.
Well, because, all right, I didn't do it on purpose. Well, I kind of did, but I didn't do it maliciously. So I was eating a buttered hard roll and they're flying right next to the boat. So I'm throwing it in the air and they're catching it in the air. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. All right. So I'll leave one here. You gotta have some bread. And then I didn't have any more bread. And there was like 7 of them. Like, they can't be that dumb. So I curled up my plastic wrap and they ate it.
Oh,
they
no.
Fell into the water and died probably a horrible choking, drowning death.
No.
It was an
Yeah,
accident, sort
It was
of.
an accident. It wasn't technically all my fault. Yeah,
Technically all my fault.
it was all my fault.
Eagles are
I feel
known for
bad.
lots of rocks.
Rest in peace, Seagull.
Yeah.
But I do like that song that you put out. And I run. Oh, that was a flock
I'm
of
so
seagulls.
far away.
My bad. That was a flock of seagulls.
That's
It was
right.
a flock of seagulls. Hey, if you guys get a chance to watch that video, I put it on my Twitter feed, that Louis Giglio video about the golf ball.
Mm-hmm.
Go if you haven't watched it, go back and look. He's a Christian guy, right? And he relates science to Christianity. So he talks about like how big the universe is. So he does this whole analogy of if the earth was the size of a golf ball, then, you know, like he goes through the different stars. So Canis Majoris is the biggest star that they found in the galaxy so far, in the Milky Way. And I think it was like, I want to say it was like 4 quadrillion golf balls would fit inside of Canis Majoris. So 4 quadrillion Earths would fit inside this one star.
What?
And he said to put that number into perspective, it would be if you lined the entire state of Texas 22 inches deep of golf balls. That's how many Earths would fit into Canis Majoris.
Wow.
But he
Huh.
goes through some of the planets and the stars as they get bigger and bigger. And he's like, you know, that little blue blurb over there, that's Neptune. That's not even Earth. We can't even measure Earth in the screen anymore. And he's got this big giant screen behind him. It's really cool. Louis Giglio is really cool. I wish that YouTube would let me play it but they'd probably copyright me for it.
Probably.
Yep.
They like doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Louis Giglio is really cool. I like it because he's not, I don't like the "you're going to hell" people. Like, I don't think that really reaches anybody. And I don't think that's the way God
Yeah.
wants me to talk to people about God.
Exactly.
And that's what turns a lot of people away from God.
Right.
Exactly.
That's not how I choose to perceive it. I may not agree with what somebody does, but I'm not going to condemn them for it. Like, they have to answer for themselves.
I agree with you
So-
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I like the interaction he has where he'll say, you know, God is this good and he's this huge that people don't realize how big God really is. But he puts it into perspective of like, it makes you think. You know, like he said, he goes, if he puts the sun up on the screen, he goes, if you took this Sharpie and this 15-foot sun and you put a dot, that still wouldn't be half the size of how big the earth really isn't compared to the sun. But it's really cool. He does another one about he does one about the whales and the stars. So NASA has microphones that are aimed towards space because they want to hear if there's anything out there.
Right.
And there's different Vela pulsars and there's different stars when they react as they're rotating on their axis, they actually make noise. And some of the stars actually will sound like a violin. Like it has that, like it makes that noise.
Hmm.
And there's stars that make like a drum sound. And it's just however fast they're orbiting and the way they're spinning on their axis and the way their atoms and molecules combine, we could pick up these sounds on the microphones, these high-powered microphones.
Oh.
So he does like a mashup of all these different sounds, and it almost sounds like the song "How Great Is Our God," and he puts that, and then he has whales, like the whale noises, and it sounds like they're all singing. So he incorporates that with, like, you know, the Bible says, you know, all God's creation, even the rocks of the earth sing his praises. He proves that, like, even things that you would never think make noise. Like a rock can literally make a noise.
Right.
And it's really interesting. It's good stuff.
Who is that guy again?
Louis Giglio.
Louis.
I could probably put his link though, no? Can they copyright me if I put his link in?
No, not at all.
No, they can't copyright you for that.
Let's
So,
see.
so he's on YouTube then. Well, obviously, if you're gonna put his link down.
Yeah. He also does one about laminin, which is a cell inside of our body. And every one of us has that cell in our body, and that cell is perfectly shaped like a cross.
Really?
What is that squeaky noise?
Aslan playing with his toy.
Oh,
Yep. He found his green squeaky ball. Hey, it was squeaking.
Oh, I was gonna say no. That's a fine. Let him play.
Yeah.
I love hearing a dog play with his toy. Makes me think of my mother-in-law.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah.
no.
Jen and Eddie Prepper Badger says hello.
Hello, Prepper Badger.
So that's the link. It's definitely like super cool to watch. Like he does some.
I'm not falling asleep, Anna.
Don't fall asleep, Canadian.
All right, I'm gonna sub
Yeah.
to him.
You're what?
I'm subbing to him. I got him.
My computer is so slow.
That's not like ours.
All right.
Who's falling asleep? Oh, Chantel, you falling asleep again?
No. I didn't take my meds yet, guys.
No.
I'm kidding.
You remind me of the one guy. What's that genius dude name?
Howie Mandel.
No, is that
No.
not dang it. The genius dude, science dude.
Oh, are you talking about the black dude?
Bill-
Yeah,
Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
yeah, he's so cool.
He talks a lot about like the black holes and stuff like that.
Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Anna doesn't like my shirt. I don't care, Anna. There you go. I said,
Yeah, because she's from California.
she's probably a Yankees fan.
I'm an Indians fan, so.
I see that stadium all the time. I drive by it. I drive by that stadium a lot.
Crescent Field.
I drive by there. I drive by the Bengals and the Reds. I drive by that
Mhm.
stadium all the time down in Cincinnati.
It's so pretty downtown Cincinnati.
Ah,
is.
the Giants, she said.
San Francisco Giants. Yeah. What's his name? Eli Manning. Probably out of there next year.
Oh, you retired.
Oh,
We're
did
just
he
talking
retire
about
already?
baseball, dude.
Something about baseball.
Oh, that's San Francisco Giants. My bad. Well, maybe Eli Manning's watching them play since he's retired.
Chief.
Chief said Scott has Ghost Dog's beard.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Wah, wah, wah. Look at that. The peanut gallery even rolls as he's sick.
Yeah. Chief.
Problem, buddy.
Oh, puppy.
I'm giving you
Puppy.
good attention now. I'm begging you.
He's like, you will
Pay
give me
attention
the
to
attention I
not
deserve.
them. Me.
Yeah.
Oh, me, lady. Me. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Anna, I changed
Don't
the
get to my ear. Do you get to
Don't get
to my
hey,
ear?
hey.
I changed Chantel's name for you, Anna.
Hey.
Cute.
Hey, mom. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Mom, mom.
He's cute though.
Oh, he is.
So
My doggy.
cute. I want.
Carol, did you know you could do that?
Do what?
Change names.
Change other people's names?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You disabled share. Did you see? Do you know that? I was gonna share something, but no.
Oh.
You disabled it.
That's what
Dog.
There you go, Carol.
Look at, oh my God.
What is he looking at?
He hears some high pitch something.
Eddie whistling. He's like, what the heck is that?
Poor Aslan.
That's
Chief,
why
I don't think anybody they did it. Probably
that's
was
the reason when I
probably
look
was
at
Carol.
it makes
Huh?
the
He's
Carol,
looking
Chief
up.
wants to know why you let one fly. He sees dust on the panel.
I dust. What?
Who
What?
farted on the panel? I can see dust flying in the background.
I always blame it on the dog.
Dog did it.
There's a dog.
Dog did it.
I have been known. I was in a store one time with my daughter, and it was just like I didn't think anything of it. And this lady walked behind me, and she was like, my daughter looks at me and goes, "Dad, you made the lady choke."
Oh,
There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, hey,
Next time, get an air mask.
right?
He'll fart and he'll leave the out and leave me
Yeah.
hanging in it.
Both my parents do that to me. Both of them.
He does it all the time, and then I'm like, "Where'd he go?" I'm like, and people's there like gagging, looking at me like I'm the one to fart.
Okay, here's some of the cool stuff I've gathered over the years.
Dusty
Oh, the
color?
neck brace, right?
Yeah,
color?
these things are wicked expensive. I don't know how I have like a few of them.
You never know if you're gonna get whiplash.
Hey, you should send me one so I go with my first aid kit. You know, because I'm the hoarder of first aid kits.
Yeah, it's
I never could be prepared.
yes.
You know, I've been looking for this one thing for like 3 years now, and I don't need it, but now I know where it is.
What is it?
It is a battery. It's a Bluetooth for your radio. So instead of having the cord go to your radio, you could just clip it to your lapel, and it runs Bluetooth through the battery.
Oh wow.
This thing's like $700.
Wow.
I didn't pay for it.
I didn't pick one. Yeah, I just got a Bluetooth little thingy jiggy. These are my earbuds, but it's like they're earbuds, but you can answer the phone and you can listen to your music, right? It has a volume up and down. But I don't know how to hook it up to my Bluetooth on my phone.
You probably have to hold the sync button until it starts flashing when it'd be in pair mode.
What sync?
Is it the ones that wrap around,
Or
Uh,
they
wrap
just-
around your neck?
Yeah, just like this, and then it has the little thing.
So somewhere on there, there's a button. If you press and hold it, it'll power on. If you keep holding it, it should go into pair mode.
Because if I go like this and I hit my Bluetooth, right? So I hit my Bluetooth, right?
Oh, iPhones. Ugh.
And then I push down on the, nope. Push down on it. This
Got
is,
my
not-
goblet for New Year's.
hey, it's all about me right now. You see that? What do I do now?
It should be already on your speaker thing itself.
Nuke. Oh,
Yeah.
well done.
It didn't work. I'll have to mess with it. I mean, it wasn't the most expensive. I got these and that Bluetooth one all together at Dollar General for $8. Yeah. I'll try it later.
Eddie, what do you think?
Ooh, yes, me and a glass,
Ah.
that whole thing of wine.
That's a little
As
small.
soon as he pulled it out, I'm like,
Little
that's
small.
Jen's glass, man.
That's one serving right there.
That's a Jen glass.
Well, my doctor said to have one glass of wine a night for my cardiac health.
He didn't say what size.
Glass of beer.
But Doc, I did have one glass. So one
Yeah.
glass. It's this. Sweetheart, that's not what I meant.
Well, you said a glass.
I gave you a glass.
Hmm. So, Scott, what were you talking about earlier about the surprise?
Oh, you're still thinking about that?
Yes.
I'm not telling you.
Ah,
Good job.
Then it wouldn't be a surprise.
I can am live.
What-
Hey, do you guys know I have a surprise for Chantel?
Oh, cool. What is it?
yeah, what is
It'd
it?
be a
Quiet
surprise.
minds want to know.
Good job.
I did that a long time ago.
Can't tell you.
So where's my surprise?
No. Almost clean.
Oh, I think I just got 2 more subscribers. We're on our way.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, Rachel Myers and the Mouse
Aw.
Yeah, that's Rachel.
and
Mhm.
Muggsy.
Oh, yay.
Fuzzy.
So we're getting there. We're almost at that 150. At the 150, I told you I'm going to give away one of these lights.
Awesome, guys.
Hey, I'll tweet you out. And how many you need more?
I don't know, probably like 12, 13, something like that. What's awesome, cool that I'm seeing right now is I have 12 likes on the thing and there's only 9 people watching, so I'm doing well.
Mm-hmm. You had 14 before.
Yeah, you have 14 in there.
I think my most was 20, but I think that's when Ghost Dog sent over to Panty Raid.
Yeah.
That might have been the night we did the longest live feed.
I think so too.
We did 5 hours and change. See, you could tell Anna's a nurse. A neck brace. Hey, Sherlock, where'd you park your horse? I wish my ham radio was hooked up over here because I would go on ham radio and try to contact people. The last time I ran my ham radio unit, I was on 10 watts of power and I was talking to Valencia, Spain.
Holy crow.
That was the farthest I ever got.
That's crazy.
Far.
How do you like set it to try to get that far? Like
Anna.
what she
Yeah, I
said.
see that. I see that, Anna. Right back at you. So ham radio is a little more technical. So it really depends on the weather, the time of year, the time of day. And what the bands are doing. So there's websites you can look and see what the bands are doing depending on solar flares, and
Oh, wow.
there's a lot that goes into it. So if you have the right conditions, on like 1 watt, I could talk anywhere in the world.
Wow.
And I have a long wire antenna, so I have a 120-foot long antenna at my house. And it goes from the tree in my front yard to the tree in my backyard. It's just one big long wire. And then in the middle, a wire comes down and comes into my house. I'm not sure how it's still in my tree because the guideline that I had tied to the tree to keep it up there is broke. So I'm pretty sure it's just resting on
A limb.
a branch somewhere. But I
Hi,
tried to pull it to
DZ.
get it down and it won't come down either.
You know DZ?
Maybe it grew into it.
Could have. That was my Christmas gift right there.
Aw.
How you doing, DZ? He said, Sky!
Whoa, who did?
DZ.
Correct?
I don't.
Okay.
Do I know DZ? I mean, I know DZ if he knows my name, but it says my name on it, so I don't know. I'm trying to see the profile pic. Oh, yeah, all
Brother.
right. That's what I thought. When I saw DZ, that's what I thought it was. So that's my brother. So he must be up on the road then. You better know
You
me.
better know me.
So hey, did you get that load out? Are you on your way out there? That's good to know. He throws me off every once in a while.
Oh,
because-
Redbeard.
Redbeard.
Hey.
What's up, Redbeard?
You're in Connecticut. Why didn't you tell me, dumbass? I would have came and said hi to you. What's up, Redbeard? Where are you in Connecticut? I'll turn this live feed off right now and can get coffee with you. That's how I roll.
Hey.
Chantel, don't look. You have a cat on your shoulder.
Oh, geez.
Ah.
Is the spray bottle ready in case that one goes psychotic?
Yeah, it's always ready. I actually had a full bottle like 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
And it's empty.
Two days ago, you squirted him that many times.
Yeah. Within those 2 days.
My dog hates getting squirt by water.
Mine does too.
If we have the hose out, he gets so scared. Poor thing.
That's
Dude, are you heading home or are you heading out for that load still? Are you going home for New Year's? I need to know this now. He's on the opposite side of the state from me. I could go to him, but it would take me about an hour and a half to get there. But he
So,
is a good TA, so that's good.
do you ever go to Altoona, Scott?
I told you I drove through the other day
Yeah, but you drove through. You didn't stop.
because you were there
What?
and you were being mean to me at the time. I didn't even beep.
I'm never
kidding.
mean.
I drove through and I was like, oh, look where we are. Actually, my brother was right behind me because we went right through that area on our way to Galt.
Huh. Well, you wouldn't even send some peanut M&Ms my way. Hey,
Hello,
Redbeard.
Redbeard.
Okay.
Are you going to Tennessee? Good. Get out of the cold weather.
You
Are
know
you
what?
gonna get
I was not bad at all. Over the weekend, Saturday, it was like in the 50s. Friday, it was 44. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Hey, Carol, you could ask him. I even told him this is where
Who?
Carol is. I'm going to go right on through.
What now?
He's saying, yes, we did. He was saying he was right behind me when we drove right on through
Well, you know
because
what?
he was there. He met Julie and Chuck Whitney.
Flying
Because we both
J's in
went over.
Altoona, just stop there. It takes me like a couple minutes to be there and I can say hi and get pictures. How fun would that be?
Yeah, you're just trying to be like Julie now.
Well, I'm just saying.
Julie got a one of a kind Jesse's Adventures in Trucking hat the day I had them made.
Aw, jealous. Those were nice hats. I like that.
Those were nice.
Yeah.
The day I had it made.
The day you had it made. Oh yeah, I remember.
I had them made right at that truck stop.
They make them there?
They were not cheap, but yes, they make them there.
How many did you make?
7?
Wow. Did
Yeah, it
you?
was like it was like $150 to make 7 of them.
Oh,
No, maybe it was a little more.
yeah. Julie's having problems with Zoom, so she's. Poor Julie. Poor Julie and technology.
You too, Redbeard.
Hope everything's okay with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good night, Redbeard.
Hang on, I'll tell you exactly how much it was. Because I have the picture I sent to my accountant. Oh no, I was a little off.
So is that?
It was $208.69.
Jeez.
And it was 6 hats.
So that was the biggest truck stop in Iowa kind of place, right?
That's the biggest truck stop in the world.
In the world, which is in Iowa. Just saying.
I know, so was Julie and Chuck.
I did go there once. On our way,
That's like 2 hours from you, I think.
yeah, on our way to Illinois to what's the fort, the Army fort in Illinois? The base. Because that's where we went, because I was dating that Army dude. I don't even know what's it. What?
He wasn't an Army man, he was just a dude.
Army dude.
He must have been a little more than a dude if she was traveling. that far for him.
My mom's calling. Hold on.
Yeah, man, I'm the Army dude, man. Anyway, good stuff, man.
It's the dude, man. Yeah,
I know, they don't even have real Pizza Hut there. The Iowa 80 doesn't even have real Pizza Hut.
What?
They have Pizza Hut, but it's not a real Pizza Hut. They don't serve the pan pizza. They just serve the hand
Slicer?
toast.
No,
That's not real Pizza Hut.
no.
Your brother said it's nothing special. It's just a truck stop.
I mean, they have a lot of stuff in there. I bought carpet for my truck. I carpeted the whole inside of my truck.
Wow.
That was
That's
another
like Buc-ee's.
that was another fine tax write-off for me for the end of the year.
It sounds like Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's is pretty cool, but you know Buc-ee's doesn't like truckers.
Really?
Yep. You would think with all that time they have and all the space they have down there,
Yeah,
they do not like truckers. I've heard of truckers getting they were getting booted there.
You would think they would cater to truckers.
Right?
Yeah.
As big as they are.
The hell?
I don't know, but we're in Austin. I mean, up there in Bastrop, it gets a lot of truckers.
Yeah, they sure
My-
do.
My jam is the Texas Best Smokehouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like them. Trying to see.
DZ said they'll tow you out of there at Buc-ee's. That's pretty sad.
Wow. I've always seen truckers at the one on the Buc-ee's on Bastrop right there.
Yep.
Eddie, you'll appreciate this. This is my dream one day. I want to make a van like this,
Oh, that's nice.
but I want to paint it like the A-Team.
Oh my god, that'd be so freaking cool.
That'd be cool as heck, though.
That's what I
Hey,
think.
Amanda.
That was my show right
I
there.
Oh,
Hey,
Amanda's
Amanda.
here. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda. How you doing, Amanda? Merry Christmas to you.
Mhm.
Oh, Merry past Christmas to you.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy belated Christmas.
Yeah, happy belated. Man, I sound so illiterate. Happy past Christmas.
Happy post Christmas.
Yeah, happy post Christmas.
Happy future New Year.
Yes,
Yes.
happy
Yeah.
future year.
Amanda, where did I see you? Whose live did I see you on? I don't even remember where we were earlier. But I hadn't seen you for a while.
And I've been passing on your painting video to everybody I see. I think that's absolutely amazing.
I
was doing something.
I'm
I
constantly
brag
pushing
about it.
Amanda.
She can just send some more to me. You know, I bug her all the time. You can send me some more.
I tried to buy some. She wouldn't sell me any.
Yeah.
I tried to buy some from
All
her.
of nothing but Amanda paintings.
I will buy one, Amanda. I think you should do that.
She won't sell them right
Stop
now. She
her.
told me no.
She's afraid that she'll get in trouble by Social Security if she did that.
No, you
Why
won't.
no?
'Cause you ain't- unless somebody tell on you. And who's
It's a
gonna tell on you?
convenience.
You don't have
Amanda,
no.
I'll make you a great deal. I'll give you a Jesse's Adventures in Trucking hat if you trade me one of your paintings.
Exactly. There's no money exchange or nothing. What could I trade you? What do I have? Hey, I make jewelry. I could do that.
I didn't know that.
Barter system.
It's beautiful.
I didn't know
love
that
her
either.
paintings.
Boy, I'm learning something new off of Carol almost every week.
Huh?
Mhm.
She makes jewelry.
Oh, what kind of jewelry you make?
I haven't.
Well, I hope you feel better, Amanda.
Oh. Yes, feel better soon.
Oh,
Wait,
Hey, Amanda, do you know I have a surprise for Chantel and she doesn't know what it is?
Prepper Badger, exactly.
I
Yes.
am 100% Prepper Badger.
Yes.
That.
I support truckers. Believe me, I do.
I want to ride in one sometime, but isn't that illegal if you like
Only if I have to pay you for it.
Right.
only what?
Only if he has to pay you.
Oh,
get it? Hint, hint.
not even funny.
Amanda was like, hold up, wait a minute. Carol makes jewelry? That's what Amanda put.
Yeah, that was my reaction exactly. Wait, what?
It's been a while, but yeah,
What kind of makeup jewelry you make? Because you know I'm a jewelry fanatic.
earrings are my favorite. I've done, gosh, everything, necklaces and bracelets and the stuff like that. But I love making earrings because I think I wear them more, or I used to wear them more than necklaces. I don't
You know,
know.
my brother's the only one in the chat right now. It's actually been where I'm standing.
Where's that?
In my basement.
Dungeon.
Mhm.
Here, let's see. I'll show you kind of. Let's see if I can't screw this up. That's my ham radio station over there.
Holy cow, look at that.
That's a nice station.
Uh,
When we get another house, we're gonna
can't
get
wait.
another room. And with that other room, I want to make that basically our computer room, but also my music room.
Yeah.
So I can put mixing board and stuff like that in it. You know, I don't mind a man cave, you know, having a garage, but the only thing I don't like about it is if people know you have a man cave,
Awesome.
they break in your garage.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd rather just have everything inside my house.
It'd be very bad if somebody broke into my house.
Right.
Yeah,
It'd
for
be
that
very
part.
bad if somebody broke into this house too.
As you can see right here,
Mm-hmm.
that looks down that side of the room. I have one over here that looks down this side of the room. And you pretty much can't get on my property without being seen.
Yes.
Because I worked a
Yeah,
while
you
in the
too.
security field doing armed and unarmed security, so I'm a little bit paranoid like that.
Yes.
These days, you got to. I mean, we installed a security system just not too long ago because there's been break-ins in our neighborhood.
Amanda has a she shed. She has her woman cave.
If I have a woman cave.
But see, hey, my brother knows. He said he's standing at his bar. He knows exactly where I am. I could play Paula Pantry over here at my kid's little play kitchen.
Oh my God, dog, please. Libby's gonna be so mad. Like her bed was nice and made, and now he's like pulling the bedspread over just so he can like make his. Yeah, he's. I'll have to make it before she gets home in the morning.
Nothing happened here.
Nothing happened. What happens in Libby's bedroom stays in Libby's bedroom. That sounded bad. But you know what I'm saying? As far as
See,
it
I could have really freaked you guys out. I could have put my Kevlar helmet on and did my whole video with my Kevlar helmet on.
Mm,
Amanda says she's secure too. She has audible security system, which is cool.
good.
Yeah. That was like that movie. What was the movie? Chantel, come on.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh,
But she was deaf. but it was
Yes, yes. Oh my God, that was a good one.
with
I
a really
loved-
bright strobe that was really loud.
Yes.
More.
Oh, what
I
was
wanna
that
watch it
movie?
again too.
Yeah.
Scott, you picked it out, didn't you?
Yeah, but I think I was just flipping through YouTube or Netflix that day.
Chief, what was the movie?
Oh yeah, Chief. He's got a good memory. He's a
It was
movie
good,
man.
though.
It wasn't the 24 Hours to Live one. It was.
Hush.
Was it Hush?
Hush.
Here, I'm gonna go.
Was it Hush?
I'm gonna look on Netflix real quick.
I think it was Hush.
Or it could be the black version called Shut the Hell Up.
Yeah.
No, that one's called Yo Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Hush. It was Hush. I just looked it up. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that again actually.
You need to go on Netflix and watch. No, was it Amazon Prime?
I have
Little
Hulu or Netflix. That's all I got.
Little Monsters.
Little Monsters.
That was a great movie. That's Howie Mandel.
Yeah, we got Netflix too. I meant to watch that new Eddie Murphy movie today. I forgot all about it. And
I
it's
want to
a-
try to go see that one the week before. I know it's going to stink because any Netflix movie that Adam Sandler came out with stunk.
Mhm.
Like that god awful murder mystery one.
Yeah. Oh God, that was bad.
Oh, Eddie spinning.
I been watched the Witcher.
Oh, I'm watching that now.
Oh my God, it's good.
That's a series though, right?
Yeah.
I started watching Peaky Blinders.
It's so good.
Oh, Tom Harding.
with the Irish mob.
Woo. Sorry.
Oh, easy, Carol. Starbucks is a devil. Eddie, we're gonna get you chucking some clouds like this, man.
I know that would be great.
That's my brother who wrapped this coil for me. That's who's there. DZ.
Oh, really?
He has the same one, but his is black.
Oh, why it gotta be black?
But he likes this color though, the gold.
Amanda, it's
I like,
really
I like
good.
your vape, period. I like yours and Canadians.
Yeah, it's
That's nice.
I think I have my mech mod down here somewhere.
I was trying to get the vape that JoJo Walker had too.
I didn't see that.
She got a nice looking vape. Her and Brian.
There's some sea glass.
I see glass.
Ooh, pretty.
I
That's
see
from
that.
Bermuda. I mean, no, I wouldn't do that.
Ah.
There's another piece.
That's cool.
I think this one, my wife was gonna make some kind of jewelry out of it. I was gonna tell her it was shark teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't there where ships and boats get lost at in Bermuda?
Yes, the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Colleen's going live. Spirit box session in her house.
Uh-oh.
I may hop off. It's getting late. My wife's probably like, why isn't he coming upstairs yet?
24 hours to live. Oh,
I tried to watch it and
I'm telling you, there was two movies on Netflix that had like 15 minutes of like almost unwatchable footage, but they were good movies, and it was called I Spit on Your Grave, and then they had
Oh,
I
yeah.
Spit on Your Grave
Hmm.
too. And it was only good because the dudes that raped the girl got what they deserved in the end, like very horrible, painful deaths.
yeah.
Right.
That's what made it kind of worth it. Usually not my cup of tea because I'm more of a comedy guy.
Right. Same here. That's why I was gonna watch that new one, with Eddie Murphy, about Rudy May Moore, the guy that played Dolomite.
Isn't that the name of the show, Dolomite?
No, I think it's called. Yeah. I think it is. It's called My Name's Dolomite.
Amanda, it's very common.
I
Yeah,
can't
necrophonic.
either. I got migraine from Colleen's.
What's Necrophonic app?
It's like the Portal app.
The what?
It's like
Okay.
a portal app. It's the one that Omar Gosh uses for spirits, like the Lurock, the box, Lurock box.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with my SB7 for a while because a lot of people have been getting headaches
I
off
even
of
get
my
migraine from
Nephrophonic.
I don't know. You're not speaking my language on that one. I have no clue what that stuff is.
It's right there.
It gives off really high frequency
Yeah.
noises.
Even
Yeah.
though Steve Huff raved about it and said it was a good app.
Yeah.
I talked to Steve Huff personally.
Didn't he help make it or something like
Yes,
that?
he designed
Yeah,
it.
he gave input on it. He didn't help make it.
Oh, okay.
This guy, he's got a YouTube channel. I'm trying to think of the name of his channel. Chill something. If I think of it, I'll
Chills TV?
How did somebody
that.
figure out that if you use certain frequencies that you can hear spirits?
Because
Huh?
it's easy for them to communicate through the white noise. And that's basically what they're trying to recreate is the white noise, you know, the static that from like the old TVs and stuff. When you would have
Anytime I've ever heard anything that Ghost Dog did, all I hear is I'm like, wow, that's terrible. I gotta turn that off. I never really hear anything on it except for just really bad
I need
noise.
to get an SB7 box.
Yeah, because I like Lou Rock's Rock Box. I do
Yeah.
like that. Steve Huff was when he made his, he was selling them at one time.
Yeah.
They were like $2,500.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then he stopped selling them because he said it's time consuming.
Yeah.
you know what kind of good rifle I could buy for $2,500?
Yeah.
Right.
But he had stopped
There's-
making them.
There's a couple bucket list firearms that I could buy really easy with that kind of money.
Yeah. But the good thing is Steve Huff told me the next time he comes to Texas, and he's been to San Antonio before, he said he's definitely going to give me a buzz and
Awesome.
let me come and investigate with him. I want to go
Brother said I'm in
downtown.
the wrong business.
I want to go downtown to the Gunther Hotel because my great grandfather recorded his first and second album there.
Oh,
I watched a documentary about that, and
Yeah.
it is fascinating.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I want to see if there's any residual there.
Mhm.
You know,
Hmm.
so that I'm real interested in that.
Wow.
You know, my great grandfather is Robert Johnson.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, he did that album, The Crossroads.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
And you know what's funny is, you know, I look just like him.
You do. You do.
Yeah, I look just like him. I got a picture of him here in the house, and he died at the age of 27.
Yep.
I guess he was one of the original members of what you would call the 27 Club, with Kurt
Yeah.
Cobain and Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin.
He was the first one.
He was the
His
very
first
first one.
Isn't it true that he sold his soul to the devil?
That's the thing.
They don't know.
They
But
don't know,
It's a myth,
right?
Okay.
You know,
a
and
legend. as they call it.
Yeah.
you know, because what it is that the story goes, he's always tried to play with other people, you know, and he couldn't really play a guitar for nothing in the world.
Hmm.
So he got kicked out of the city he was living in. And so he took his guitar after his girlfriend had another baby. He was really just trying to find a place to where he could make money, send her money for the kids and everything, while he just go out and try to play and join a band. So he would just travel. And one day he came to a crossroads. And they said it was within a year when he came back. No, actually it was 6 months.
Yeah.
He came back 6 months later and he had devised a new kind of sound with this guitar
That
it was just blowing people away. And then they were wondering, how can he play that good, that quick?
like a pro.
Yeah, beyond pro.
Yeah.
And these guys heard him playing and said, hey, why don't you come make an album? So he met him down here in San Antonio in this hotel. And he did he only did 2 albums. But his biggest selling album was the second one, which was called The Crossroads.
What was his name again?
Robert Johnson. And ever since then, you know, he was great. I mean, everybody wanted to work with him finally. And it's just that when he came back, it's mysterious. They said how he died because they said it was 1 minute they heard that he was cheating on his friend's girl and got caught and was shot.
All right, bro, be good. I'll talk to you later on.
You know, and
Bye.
then another person said that you know, it was he was poisoned, but nobody knows the real circumstance of how he died except that he died.
Yeah.
And he was related to, I'm sorry, I was texting my daughter, and he's related to you. He's your,
Great great grandfather.
wow.
And the funny thing is, my mom, before I was born, she was naming my one brother Robert Johnson after him,
Robert
but
Arthur.
he died a month after he was born.
Oh, oh.
Whoa.
But she was naming him after him.
Wow.
So that's a true story, though.
Yeah.
And I and my wife, we went to my brother's grave because I never knew him. I was born after him, and so I never knew him. And we went to his grave before we came to San Antonio, and seen it for ourselves. His name was Robert Arthur Johnson. And my youngest brother now, his name is Arthur LaShawn Johnson. You know, so
Wow.
just strange circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody in my family said that when they look at me, they see Robert Johnson.
And
And
so,
it passed down generation as far as music is concerned and came into me. You know, and
Yeah.
So I just found that really amazing too, the parallels between us.
so is
Except
there,
his thing was guitar, mine's is keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
so there's a YouTube video about him?
Yeah.
On
Oh,
Netflix
you can go
too.
on YouTube
And
and you
Netflix.
can look up all
Okay.
kinds of things
There's
on Robert
a
Johnson.
movie called Crossroads.
Yeah, there's a movie
Yeah.
called Crossroads.
Yeah, I heard about the Crossroads, but that's what I'm doing tonight.
They have a full-on documentary.
Yeah,
about it. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, Eric Clapton talked about him because he emulated his style of playing off of Robert Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
wow,
know,
yeah.
and that's when he was playing with Cream.
Oh, wow.
You know, and
Yeah.
Paul McCartney talks about Robert Johnson. There's a lot of artists that emulate their style off of Robert Johnson.
I'm
Mhm.
trying to remember because I did watch something. I don't know what it was, but it was about the Crossroads, and they went to like the place where the Crossroads were supposed to be. And, yeah,
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they have a placard there at the Crossroads where they were.
yeah.
And they said that's where he met up with the devil.
Mhm.
Oh, that's okay. So it was somebody went to go meet somebody. He was I don't know if he was supposed to be related, but he plays at this bar. And
Right. I mean, because there's relatives I have there that I've never met,
yeah,
Mhm.
you know, but I know I'm related to him,
yeah.
you know, and eventually one day in my life, I will go by and meet them because that's one of my bucket lists.
Exactly.
Go by and actually meet them.
Well, they always say
Yeah.
there's always a person that dies always reincarnated into someone else.
Mhm.
So maybe you're his
Yeah, they
reincarnation of
think,
his soul.
yeah, a lot of my family members think I'm the reincarnation because I did play in a bunch of bands.
Yep.
A lot of the stuff I'm playing, I'm self-taught.
Yeah.
You know, so they said it's all bloodline.
Yeah.
And it's a
I
skip
believe that.
generation.
Mhm.
Wish I could play a guitar. I have a guitar here. I can't seem to figure out how to play the damn thing.
We have one too.
I have little short fingers. I don't think I could.
I tried.
I have long
I'm
I-
fingers.
left-handed.
I have long fingers.
I'm left-handed, so it's so hard for me to
Oh,
how to.
true.
Yep, she has a left-hand guitar. I have a right-hand guitar.
I would love to learn how to play the guitar.
I always say I'm going to bring it out in my truck and I'm just going to sit and learn.
You should. You should do that.
My brother would laugh if he was still here because I always tell him I'm going to take crap out of my truck and I never do. But I did this time. My
Keep
top
putting
bunk
stuff
was
back in there.
Yeah.
I took a lot out. Hey, I'm gonna kill the live stream, but I'm gonna stay on the panel. I want to show that video to you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Bye,
Bye, everybody.
Amanda.
Coming out and spread it around. When we get 150, I want to give away one of these lights because they work good.
Sounds
But,
good.
And thank you,
We'll
Amanda.
catch everybody on live stream next time. And you guys stay there for a second.